Hello everybody. Today I'm going to solve puzzle number 19507. Uh, this time I'll solve it with the challenge of not using candidate lists. Now note that the sum here is 36, so the sum here is 9, where the 23 here would lead us to a 6 here, because neither 8 nor 10 could be, nor 9 could be there. Here we have 8 9, and here we have 8 9. Also note that 18 plus 7 would be 25, so the remainder here is 20, but the maximum here is 3, so this is a 3 and this is a 1, and here we have 8 9 8 9. Now we have here 13, 14 or more, 14, 15 or 16, because it cannot be 17. So let's discuss the possibilities here. If this is 14, so this is 5, the sum of these four cells is 28. So if this is 14, this would be 14, which is 5 9. But the 5 9 with the 6 here will contradict with the 13. So it cannot be 14. If it is 16, then it's 7 9 with a 12 here, which is 4 8, but the 4 8 with the 6 here will contradict with the 13. So this must be 15, and this would be 15, 13, excuse me, 13, and here we have 13. So these are 5 8 4 9, and these are also 5 8 4 9. The remaining cells here are 1 2, and here we have 3 7, but the 3 7 would lead us to a 4 8 here, so this cannot be a 9 an 8, it must be a 9, and this would be 8. Now the 9 here would lead us to a 5 8 here, and here we have 4 8. So note that the 13 cannot, this cell cannot be 4 because of the 4 here, cannot be 5, cannot be 6, cannot be 8, and cannot be 9. So this is 7, and this would be 6. Now note that the 18 of 5 cells cannot include a 9, so the 9 must be either here or here. But also note that here we have a sum of less than 13, which is 12 or less, so it cannot include a 9, and it also must include 1 and 2. So if the 9 is suppose the 9 is here, it cannot be with a 1 or a 2, so it's 9 3 minimum, which contradicts with being less than this cell. So the 9 is not here, and it must be there, so it would be excluded from here. Then the last remaining place for the 9 is down there with a 1 up there. So here we have 5 8, and here we would have 2 3 4. Here we have 3 7, 1 or 2, 4 8, and the remaining cells would be 1 2. I don't know what they could be. Now the 2 3 4, let's discuss the possibilities here. Suppose this is a 4, the 4 with a sum of 15, with a total sum of 15. The 4 would lead us to an 11 here, but it cannot be 4 7, it cannot be 3 8 because of the 8 here. It would be 5 6. Yes, it's possible. Okay, could it be 2 9? It's not 2 9 because if the 4 is here, the 2 must be there. So if this is 4, this would be 5 and 6. If this is 3, then this would be 12, but the 12 here must be, cannot be 3 9 because of the 3, cannot be 4 8 because of the 8 here, and cannot be 5 7 because of the 7 here. So it is not 3. If it's 2, then this would be 13, which is not 6 7, not 4 8, not 4 9, and not 5 8. So this would be 4 with 5 and 6 here, and here we would have 2 and 3 as remaining cells. So note that the only remaining place for the 9 in column in row 2 would be this cell, because it cannot be there, it cannot be in the 12, it cannot be here because of the 9 here, and it cannot be, it's not 1 or 2. So here we have 2 3, here we have 5 6, here we have 7 8. So the remaining place here is for 1. The 1 would make this 2, and this would be 1. Also now we have 5 6, 3 7, 4 8, so this is 2. Now note that 18 plus 15 would leave a remainder of 12. The 12 is either 4 8 or 5 7. It's either 7, it cannot be 5 from this side, so it's either 7 5 with a 6 and 3, so this would be 3 6, or 4 8 with a 3 and 6. So in both cases the 3 and 6 must be there, and here we would have 7 5 6 3, or 4 8 3 6. Note that the 9 here and the 6 here would lead us to 7 8 here, and thus the 9, note that the 9 is either here or here, so it's not in the 18, so it must be, it cannot be in the 6, it must be there. But also note that the 9 is either here or here, and it's either here or here because the 9 is in one of these two cells. So it cannot be up, it may be either in either of these two cells. But what are the possibilities? If we have a 9 here, then we would have 1 8, which is not allowed because of the 1 8 here, 2 7, where the 2 would be there and the 7 here, 3 6 with a 3 here and the 6 here, and 4 5, which is not allowed because of the 6 here. So in both cases, either it's 3 6 or 2 7, the 9 is here, but also remember that this cannot be a 3 because of the 3 here. So this must be 7 2. So here we would have 5 1, the 5 will make this 8 5, Now, uh, the 9, we've said that the 9 cannot be in these cells, it cannot be in the 12, so it must be there. So the 9 must be there with a 4 here. Now, could this be a 3 or a 2? If this is 2, then this would be 3, 7. And if this is 3, this would be 1, 7. So in both cases, this must be a 7 with 1. No, excuse me. If this is 2, this would be 7, 3. If this is 3, this would be 2, 7. It's not, or it may be 4, 5. So let's leave it for now. Okay. Now note that a maximum of 12 with 4 cells cannot include a 7, so the 7 must be there. So this is 3 and this is 7. The 1 must be there. The 2 cannot be neither here because of the 2, neither here because of the 2 here, so it must be there. Now the 6 cannot be there, it cannot be with the 7, so it must be there. So this must be 1, 2, 3, 6. Here we must have a 3 because it cannot be 1 or 6, and the remaining cells are 1 and 6. And here we have 4, 7. The 4, 7 will make this a 6. And here we have 1, 6. Also the remaining here would be 5. The 5 will make this 4, and this would be 3 and 8. The 3 cannot be up there because the 3 is either in the 11 or in the 10, so this is an 8, and this would be a 3. Note that also the 3 and 6 here would make this 2, 5. Note also that the 8 here would make this 9, and this would be 8. Now here we have 2 and 5 with 9. Note that also the 9 must be there. Now here we have 2, 5. Here we have 1, 7 with a sum of 8. So this must be a 10, which is 4, 6. And here we have 2, 5, 2, 5, 7, 8. Now we have 3, 4, 6. These are 3, 6, so this is 4. So this is 8, 4. What remains here? 3, 5, 6. Okay, note that if this is 8, 3, then the 7 is here. This is 8, 3, 4, 6. Otherwise, it would be 7, 5, 3, 6. So also either the 8 is here, which makes the 7 here, or the 7 is here, which also makes the 7 here. So in both cases, this is 7, 8 in this order. The 2, 5 down there would make the 2 here and the 5 here. Now the 5, 7 is not allowed anymore because of the 5 here. So this is 4, 8 with a 3, 6. What remains here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here we have 5 and 6. So this is 6, and this is 5. Now we have 1, 3, 7. So this is not 1 or 7. So this is 3, and here we have 1 and 7. Now this is 5. These are 2 and 3. So here we have 3, 2. The 4 will force this to be 7, 4. And the 1, 6 here would be in this order. So the 1 is here, and now we have a 7. Now, if this is 3, this will be nothing, because it cannot be 1, 8, 2, 7. It can be 5, 4. So 3 with 5, 4 is accepted. But is a 2 accepted also? 2, not 1, no, the 2 is not accepted, because here we have 6, 7, 8, 9 excluded. So we cannot get a 10 here. So this is 3 with 5, 4, and here we have 2. The 5 will make this 6, 5. Now this is 3. The remaining sum here is 10. So here we have 2 and 7. So this is 8. The 8 will make this 7, 8. And now the 2 will make this 5, 2. Also here we have 9 and 1, 6. Here we have 1 and 6. But note the 4 will make this 6. So this is 1, 6, 4. And finally we would have 1 and 7. That's it. I think it was a great challenge for me, because it's not easy at all to solve a puzzle without using candidate lists. Thanks, Davies, for this suggestion, and I hope this be useful for somebody of you.